Hey guys, welcome back to Paracord Planet. We're starting off our Christmas ornament series today with a Christmas wreath using some macramé techniques. To make sure you don't miss any of these videos, be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's dive right in. So for this project, we're going to be using a 3-inch macramé hoop. I've got a gold one, but we also have them in silver. You'll need 9 feet of 550 paracord. You might want to leave an extra foot on there just in case you tie your knots a little bit differently than I do. And then less than 1 foot of red coreless. And that's all we'll need. So we'll get started with that green. So we're going to be using the spiral or the DNA weave, which is really common in macramé, but we also use it sometimes in paracord crafting. So you want to start by finding your middle and positioning that behind the wire, as if it were like the middle of your paracord bracelet. Then we're going to be taking one side to bring over the top of that wire. And then the other side, we'll bring it down over the top of that, but then around the back of the wire and up through the hoop. So if you've done the square knot or cobra weave, it's just like that, except we're not going to be switching sides every time that we make another knot. So again, instead of using our left side, we're going to do our right side again, and just make that same knot exactly how we did the first time. And this is going to cause our knots to twist around our metal hoop. So as we keep on making those, you'll just kind of have to keep turning your hoop as you go, and this will just naturally twist. So we'll keep going with that and catch you once we've packed on as many knots as we can. So it looks like I've filled up the space, but I'm actually going to squish the weave around and pack a bit more on. So I've got another quarter to go here, and you can pack this on as tight as you want. I just like to make it tight, that way none of this wire is going to show through in the end. So that covers it for the wreath. Our final touch is, of course, the bow. And last year we came out with how to tie a perfect bow in a ribbon. So we're going to be using that method here. If you want more detailed directions, you can definitely see that video. But you'll need about 1 foot of our red coreless. And if you're trying to conserve, you can do a little bit less than that, depending on how dexterous your fingers are. You'll see how much I have left over here from my foot when we're done. But to make that, just drape it across both pointer fingers and then bring it down so you have your cord in an M like this. And then we're going to basically tie that M in a knot. So I'm going to put this right side cord over the top and around and through that loop. And there we have our bow. It's a little bit big right now, so we can adjust that down to size and just keep on pulling that knot tight to tighten it down. I'm going to undo this and do it once more, but attach it to our wreath. You can just use hot glue or super glue if you want, but I found kind of a hacky way of attaching it to the wreath that seems to work pretty well. So again, we'll make that M. Put the right side over the top and around and through that loop, letting this cord flip around, and there we have our bow. Before we tighten that down, we're going to take this loop right here that goes around all of it and stick one of our green cords through. So I need a little bit more slack. So we've got a loop on our back side. I'm just going to thread that green cord through. Once it's on, you can cinch the bow down the rest of the way. and then slide that up towards the end of your green. And it actually sits pretty straight on the wreath. Like that, and then you just clip the end of your green cord and melt that so your bow doesn't slide off. Again, if you find it easier to just use glue, you might get a more perfect result that way. So we'll clip the end, being careful not to singe any of our coreless paracord when we melt the end of that green. And there's our finished wreath, all ready to be hung on the tree. If you want to, you can clip your ribbon a little bit shorter and even do those fancy cutting edges that kind of work on paracord. It's totally up to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project. We have lots more of these planned for the next month and a half, but it's early enough that if you have any ideas of your own, please let us know in the comments. And be sure to ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.